guys, today we're going to look at China at a glance. According to Quintessential, 1.4 billion people live in China at the moment. That makes it the most populous country in the world. In fact, there are 46,000 babies being born each day there. This, along with their economic growth, makes this an issue for us at the U.S. because they're going to be, according to Goldman Sachs, the top economy in the world by 2027. So my problem, China is a fast-growing country. We must learn about their religions, languages, cultural dimensions, and business etiquette to conduct business as effectively as possible. So to start out, their languages. Mandarin is the most commonly spoken form of language in China. This stems from Chinese language. There are other variants of it. There's 8 other major ones that are also spoken in the country, and there's also folk languages from rural areas. Simplified Chinese is the form of writing that enables effective communication across the country. It is a very ambiguous language, and I think that plays a role in how they're able to do so. Second thing, religion. As we can see from the breakdown of this chart, atheism is the most popular religion in the teal. Taoism and Confucianism are the second most popular religions in the Navy. And then from there on, we have Buddhism, Christianity, folk salvationism, and Islam. So we have atheism as the most popular religion in China because the Chinese Communist Party rules over the nation, and they make that a requirement to be in a party, to be an atheist. So that plays a role in, obviously, atheism being the most popular religion. And Taoism and Confucianism, you can see how that affects their country because they have a lot of group-oriented goals and philosophies within it. So it plays out in China every day. Third thing we have, cultural dimensions. This is according to Hofstede Insights. We have China in the teal and the United States in the purple. So we can see some of the issues are similar and some of them are different. I'll go over the ones that are different. Power distance in China, obviously it's at 80 out of 100, and in the United States it's at 40. So power distance in China is something that they do not mind. They don't care about people in power making decisions for subordinates. That's just a common thing there. Obviously in the United States this is a common thing ever so often, but it is a lot more common in China. Individualism. China is not very individualistic at the moment. They're pretty group-oriented. According to a study done by Patrick Greenfield in 2012, they are growing more individualistic with the economy growing and becoming more urban. So just keep that in mind, but that'll take a while with new generations, so they'll be group-oriented for a while. Uncertainty avoidance. They are more comfortable with uncertainty than us in the United States. And indulgence, they're a pretty restrained society. In the United States, we have a lot of free time and have a lot of time to do things with our family, friends. In China, they don't have as much time and they don't dedicate resources to that. It's a lot of things for their nation as a whole and their businesses, so just keep that in mind. And the last thing, business etiquette. Relationships are extremely important to establish. According to Tom Morrison in his book Kiss, Bow, or Shake Hands. So look for commonalities between you and your business partners, and that will go a long way. And exchanging business cards in China. Just make sure to have one side in Chinese, one in English, and gold written on the cards. Also, some countries you could exchange hands like with your left or right, both. That have precedence, but not in China. just go with the flow. And deals can take a long time, keep that in mind, because China is one of the oldest nations, if not the oldest nation on earth, and that's going to play a role in how they view time and make decisions. And they know countries like the United States and other ones are more rushed and under time constraints. So my recommendations from these, when it comes to religion, to understand philosophies and motivations that will influence the Chinese decisions. When it comes to language, grasp important phrases in Chinese so it can put to use in the future. Cultural dimensions, recognize the similarities and differences and take that into account when you make decisions in the business world. And the last one, master business etiquette practice in China. Obviously there are other issues within business etiquette and the ones I discussed, so you can look into that, but those are pretty major ones. So yeah, I recommend you guys just take all this into account, and it can be used for a country and our company in the future.